Welcome to UK Insights. Today we're covering one of the most controversial political stories of recent times. The UK's decision to hand over the Chagos Islands to Mauritius. It's a move that raises big questions about sovereignty, colonial history, and geopolitical strategy. If you're interested in more in-depth discussions like this one, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. But what does this decision really mean for the UK, Mauritius, and most importantly, the Chagosian people? Let's dive into it. On October the 3rd, 2024, the UK announced that it would cede sovereignty over the Chagos Islands to Mauritius, ending decades of contested ownership. These islands, located in the Indian Ocean, are of immense strategic importance, particularly Diego Garcia, the largest island, which houses a joint US-UK military base. While the base remains under US-UK control for 99 years, the rest of the islands will now be under Mauritian sovereignty. This decision followed years of diplomatic isolation for the UK. International bodies like the International Court of Justice and the UN General Assembly overwhelmingly supported Mauritius's claim. Despite a promise to resettle Chagosians on some of the islands, many feel excluded from these negotiations and are deeply concerned about their future. If you're enjoying this breakdown of UK politics, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more detailed discussions on the most pressing political issues. The UK's control of the Chagos Islands dates back to 1814. In the 1960s, Britain struck a secret deal with the US, allowing them to use Diego Garcia as a military base. To make way for this, over 1,000 Chagosians were forcibly removed from their homes between 1965 and 1973. This act, which the UK later apologized for, left a deep scar on the Chagosian people and remains a point of contention in discussions about sovereignty. Mauritius, which gained independence in 1968, has long argued that the islands were unlawfully taken as part of its independence deed. With international pressure mounting, the UK's recent decision marks the end of decades of British control. And this handover is seen as part of broader decolonization efforts. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more insights into international relations and historical political issues. There are several reasons behind the UK's decision. First, international legal rulings, including a 2019 decision by the International Court of Justice, declared the UK's administration of the islands illegal. Growing pressure from African nations and the UN also made it difficult for the UK to maintain its claim. Second, the UK has been eager to resolve the issue to avoid further diplomatic isolation. Post-Brexit, the UK is seeking support from African nations on issues like climate change in Ukraine, making this handover a diplomatic necessity. Finally, the military base on Diego Garcia remains a key point in the deal. Retaining control of the base for 99 years secures the West's strategic interests in the region, particularly with rising tensions involving China. Do you think the UK's decision was influenced more by international pressure or long-term strategic interests? Share your thoughts in the comment section and hit subscribe for more debates like this. This handover has sparked numerous debates. Number 1. Was the UK right to give up the islands under international pressure? Could this set a precedent for other British overseas territories like Gibraltar or the Falklands? Number 2. Should the Chagosians have been more involved in the negotiations? What does their exclusion say about the treatment of indigenous populations? Number 3, is retaining the Diego Garcia base enough to secure Western interests, or does the handover leave the region vulnerable to Chinese influence? If you're intrigued by these questions, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes where we dive deeper into these complex issues. For the Chagosian people who were forcibly removed from their homes, this decision is bittersweet. While the deal includes provisions for resettlement on some of the islands, though not Diego Garcia, many Chagosians feel deeply betrayed by their exclusion from the negotiation process. Some, like Frankie Bontemps, have voiced anger over being sidelined, while others, like Isabel Charlotte, view this as a long overdue chance to reclaim their heritage. In the UK, where many Chagosians now live, there are concerns about their legal status. Will they retain their British citizenship, or will they need to choose between British and Mauritian nationality? Politically, the response has been divided. Prime Minister Keir Starmer defended the decision, emphasizing that it secures the future of Diego Garcia, which he called the single most important thing. Meanwhile, conservative figures like Boris Johnson have called the move crazy. accusing the government of bowing to political correctness, while Tom Tugendhat called it a shameful retreat. Critics argue this could weaken the UK's strategic position, while supporters believe the UK must uphold international law and address its colonial past. If you're enjoying this analysis, subscribe to stay updated on UK politics and international affairs. The UK's decision to hand over the Chagos Islands is historic and highly controversial. It raises key questions about sovereignty, geopolitics, and justice for displaced populations. Will this move pave the way for reconciliation and healing, or is it setting a dangerous precedent? What do you think? Was the UK right to give up the Chagos Islands? Share your thoughts below and don't forget to subscribe for more debates and the hottest political issues.